Hi everyone, welcome back to Linda Libra Loca. My name's Anne and I'm passionate about sharing beauty tips and tricks for people with more mature skin. Today I wanted to show you the look that I have been reaching for the last few weeks, which is this one, just in case it wasn't obvious. This is especially for the people that want to try a more glossy lid but do fear that it is going to settle in the fine lines around their eyes. And because I declared I was going on a low buy in 2019 and was going to shop my stash more, I have quite a few new discoveries. And I'm actually proud to say that with the exception of the mascara that I'm going to use, all items I am going to apply to my face today have been in my stash for 6 months or even longer. And the first one is by Essence and it's one of their primers, Prime Plus Studio. It's a mattifying pore minimizing primer with black clay in it. You have to be careful when using this primer because it can look cakey if you have dry patches. I only pair it with a hydrating foundation. Speaking of which, this is the Essence Insta Perfect Liquid Makeup. And I did a whole foundation review on this one. And I recently discovered using a flat foundation brush. It was a Pixie Voo tutorial, I think, foundation masterclass she did. And I had been neglecting this brush for ages, but it helps me build up the coverage in areas where I need it, like right here where I have this beautiful array of zits. And for those of you who have seen the foundation review and are wondering why on earth I keep using this, because it's way more dewy and I like it. I can get away with it in winter. It is too pale for me, as you can see. It is too dewy for my taste, but now with the cold and the dryness and me being my palest at this time of the year, it kind of works when I bronze it up a little later on. I sadly do not have a concealer that I like right now, but I could use one for these zits, so leave me some concealer recommendations in the comments below. And I'm going to move on to eyes now. This is one rediscovery. It's a MAC paint pot in the color Morning Frost, and it is just a beautiful shimmery glittery color. It is many years old, still has not dried out. I have no clue how that happened. I stored them upside down, maybe that helped. These are beautiful. They are shimmery but don't settle into my not so fine lines on my no longer firm eyelids. They almost give one of these glossy effects on the lid. And it has kind of a bronzy hint, so it isn't just pale glitter. Then another rediscovery. This is Crosscultural by MAC, but any matte brown is going to work for this one. And I just use that to give a little shape back to my eyes by putting it in the crease and then dragging it in just a tiny bit into the outer corner. Everything with a fluffy brush, so it blends while I apply it. It's all about saving times in the morning. And now a tip for more mature ladies. If you start that your upper eyelid starts to droop down a little, I by no means have hooded eyes, but if I look straight in the mirror, it is rounded, it's kind of flat because the middle part has come down a little bit. It helps, and I need to look over there because I have my mirror there, that after you put it in the outer corner, you look straight ahead and then follow where the roundness would go. So if you do it like this and just follow the crease, it looks kind of rectangular, if you get what I mean. I'm going above the crease here to create the illusion of roundness. Next up, L'Oreal Superliner Ultra Precision in black. I have used this liner for more than 7 years. Well, not this liner, this would be gross, but this particular brand and style. I just love it. It's precise, it stays black. And I just draw a thin line and then flip this felt tip and do a wing, kind of up to where my crease would start. And then I just connect this with the line. I feel like this lifts the eyes, and that's what you need if you reach a certain age. Now that my base has dried down a little, I'll look if I want to go in and add some more coverage someplace. I am kind of happy how it looks right now. It's not perfect, but it's well enough. And then another rediscovery. This is by Max Factor. It's the Miracle Touch Creamy Blush in the color Soft Candy. And it looks really, really red in here, but if you blend it out, it blends beautifully and stays put all day. Apply that just on the high points of my cheek, slightly draw outwards. And I have something slightly new for you. This is by Laura Geller, and it's the Baked Balance and Brighten foundation in the color Porcelain. And this is absolutely not working as a foundation for me. Absolutely by no means. It is way too pink and it has a tendency to emphasize my pores. But it is lovely to set my under eyes because it is slightly brightening. And it's a hint of shimmer that diffuses the light over my fine lines there. So I just use this with a fluffy brush and then switch to the Manhattan Soft Matte Loose Powder in Natural that you have seen me use a million times. Honestly, I feel like this pot is never going to be done. And just dust that all over my T-zone. Time to do brows. Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. Have been using it for ages and still so much left, and be careful, a little goes a long way. And I just sharpen a little bit the upper part of my brow, and the front part of this one here that is a little more sparse. And then it's time for lashes. The combo is the Pixie Black Lacquer Lash Primer, which I'm almost out of, and then the new addition, the Milk Makeup Ulame Mascara, which I like but don't love. It's great in lengthening, but it does not hold the curl. Then a little bit of bronzer. This is a very old The Body Shop Honey Bronze bronzer, and I can't really show it up close because it is broken. Again, a fluffy brush, and I just use it to warm up my complexion a little because, as I said, the foundation is a tad bit too light and I don't want to look that ghostly pale because in a second I'm going to do a red lip and really take it all over the high points of my face, not as a contour but also on my cheekbones down here, just to warm up the whole complexion. And then the star of the show, this lipstick, and this is one of the Astor Sumptuos lip color butters, but the color has rubbed off. I have had, it's actually my second one. I have had it for a long time and it is such a beautiful true red. It kind of smells like vanilla. It is very hydrating, perfect for the winter month. It doesn't have the biggest staying power, but it is forgiving and it is what I've been reaching for on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, and that's it. My everyday makeup look, my rediscovered favorites from shopping my stash. If you want to try this one with a little less dramatic eye, I did a pretty similar look using kind of different products with a completely matte eye without liner that I'm going to link up in the description box. Please tell me in the comments below if you have tried similar looks before, and yeah, I'm going to see you all very soon with another video. Bye!